everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Purple from Game here, and today I'm playing some more Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. So today, I'm revisiting an old challenge that I haven't done in a long time. That should be a lot easier now thanks to these people, the premium characters. So as you can see, I have no weapons and I have no trinkets. I do have allies, but that's not important. So what I'm redoing is, it didn't really have a great name. I call it like Champs TW or something. It's a combination of two challenges I've done in the past. But I've also already done this combination of two challenges in the past. A lot's happened. I will put a link to my old video, though I believe it's about a year old now, so it's definitely old, but I will put a link to that in the description. But essentially, it stands for No Continues, Parts, Allies, Money, Power, Selling, Trinkets, and Weapons. So, yeah. I will, because I'm sure there'll be some degree of a dull spot in this video, I will try to think of a better acronym or something for that. You guys have suggestions of an acronym that works with all of those letters, so we have CHAMPSTW. I don't know, I don't really have much else. I believe in the original video it came up with like Chat Wimps, which was a little odd, but it did work, so I don't know. Let me know your guys' suggestions though. So yeah, this is our party. We're using Super Monkey, C for Charlie, Finn, Flame Princess, Sai, Hunter Marceline, Tuxedo Jake, Dungeon Finn, and Max. So I have a sort of plan. The basic idea is Super Monkey and Tuxedo Jake. Super Monkey through his upgrade, what's it called? Where is it? This one, Heroic Aura, can give 10% discount, so we can get a fair bit of a discount on our towers, which we're going to want, because we don't have any money making. At which point, I'm going to try to focus mostly on... I was gonna go for like Finn Flame Princess, which I think is what I did originally, and then with the backup of level 7 PB ability, it would be the goal to save up for it. But I have Hunter Marceline and Dungeon Finn now, and Hunter Marceline's Soul Steal is really cheap and really effective, plus she just does good damage. And Dungeon Finn, ignoring his insane damage without any bonuses, because I believe his base damage isn't even 1. Yeah, his base damage is 2 and he has an upgrade that gives it plus 1 damage, so he can straight up get to 3 damage without anything, which is pretty darn impressive. But he also has an ability that either explodes, doing like 5,000 damage to everything, or just does like 20,000 damage to a single target. So this is going to be a fair bit easier. C4 Charlie's good because his Moab Mauler is pretty cheap and does like 80 damage per shot to Moabs. Finn's nice just because he's a cheap tower to start off with. And then Sai and Flame Princess, they can pop. Most balloon types I can't pop lead, but they're just high DPS, high pierce homing projectiles, which does a good job. We do have Tuxedo Jake, which can give like small buffs and even all balloon popping power, but I probably won't go for that. And PB is mostly a wild card in case we get enough money for the ability. I also have Max simply because I needed a 10th party member. He's decent because he can have camo and lead, though that's not as important since we have Tuxedo Jake, but he's just a high damage tower. He's some pretty cheap upgrades, so he's pretty decent for this. But yeah, let's just get started. I am going to be doing it on Haunted Swamp, so this is going to be a fair bit of a harder map than we originally did this. Oh, and it's fortified. How wonderful. So, I mean, look, I don't have a lot of faith. We're not going to win this challenge. We didn't win the last one. I don't even think we came close. The premium characters are going to make this easier, but I still have very little faith in this actually, like, fully working, so I'm going to try my best, but I don't exactly, as I mentioned, I don't exactly have the most faith in this strategy. But here we go. So I'll go for Tuxedo Jake straight away. He'll give his discount, which is going to be helpful. I could go for Super Monkey, but his discount costs like $4,000, which is a fair bit more expensive. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to go for next. I think I'll just save up a little bit. Dungeon Finn, not the best attack speed or range, but his damage is 2, so he'll probably will be able to last the first like 10, 15, 20 rounds on his own. The premium characters are absurd. I've said this before, but I got them when I had basically been in the game. I'm pretty sure I'd already finished the compendium, ignoring Martian games and legendary stuff, which was kind of insane. But now, like, having the characters, I realized that if I had them from the start of the game, like I know some people buy them, they are so powerful. Like, ignoring the fact that you get a legendary weapon that's as good, if not better, than most epics, they're just really, really powerful characters that have insanely good abilities. So, even ignoring their, like, the free gear you get, they're just so strong. Would completely skew the power balance of this game. Oh, right, shield balloons. Do I ignore it and let them pop my thing? I mean, probably. There's only so much I can do in this situation. I kind of want to save for Hunter Marceline. I'm just going to let them tank through here and hope that he can pop this next one. Please tell me you can do. There we go. Cool. Shield Balloon's a little bit annoying. It does suck to lose our gift basket, but as I said, I don't think we're winning this at all, so I don't care that much about the gift basket. Okay, there we go. Hunter Marston I will go for now as well, because I feel like the full map range is going to be pretty helpful. As for our next move, I might try to save for the discount with Super Monkey, though it is quite expensive. I'm also now realizing I've just put down all 3 premium characters and nothing else. These are gonna be, I'm gonna be relying on these so much if I have any chance of winning this run. What I will say though is if we do get kind of close, like if we do a decent job, that's proof enough for me that if we did it on the easiest map, it would be, like, at the very least doable. So I'm feeling pretty confident in this. Do I go for some upgrades here? I feel like what makes the most sense is to upgrade Dungeon Finn first for his, like, attack speed and range and stuff. And even damage. Yeah, he's a damage boost too. So I'm gonna upgrade Dungeon Finn first, because I also really want, Battle Moon is really good. So I'm actually gonna go Shield Bash into Battle Moon, because his Battle Moon is, like, it just shoots a ton of projectiles, and it's really, really powerful, so I'm hoping it's gonna help. And you can already tell, just with the small, like, attack speed boost, he's attacking way faster, he has a bigger range, and he's not doing more damage, but he will do more damage. But here's the Battle Moon, shooting all of its lasers. Oh, wow. I did not realize how much it got buffed by stuff. It looks... So, I'm pretty sure this is just, like, my imagination, but it looks smaller, which might actually be true, but it feels so weak. It's struggling against, like, red balloons. Oh, this is weird. It's a weird feeling. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm set, though, so I think I'll try to save up for 4,000 for the discount. It will make itself worth it in the long run. It's just gonna take a long, long while for it to make itself worth it. But I feel like I have a decently powerful build here. We don't have camo lead popping power. Okay. I think I need to go for soul sucking first then to get camo and lead popping power. But I don't know. I'll save for the time being. If a camo balloon comes, which I believe it will on round 24, I'll have to buy soul sucking. But otherwise, I'd rather save for Super Monkey because he's also just gonna be good DPS. Yeah, so we'll definitely go for him after this because he'll do decent DPS and he'll be the discount. And then with the combination of the two of them, that's about all the quote-unquote money-making sort of I can do. And then we just need to get some upgrades in the most efficient way possible. Which currently I'm thinking is going to be to max out Dungeon Finn and Hunter Marcellin's, like, attack upgrades. Then probably go for either Moab Mauler or, like, straight up for the PB ability. Okay, are there actual camo balloons? Because I'm actually getting pretty close to the discount. Of course, there are the camo balloons. Okay, there we go, cool. I'm like, hurry up, please, just take the soul. It takes a little while sometimes. But no, so we're on our way to Super Monkey now. We're already halfway there to the upgrade, and we're pretty close to getting him now, so we should have that pretty soon. Eventually, it might make sense to go for Tuxedo Jake's Inspiring Melody, or at the very least the range and attack speed upgrades. They're not significant, but they cost like $1,700, so it's not that bad. So we definitely might go for that later on, I'm not quite sure. Lead Pump Power, we also have Soul Steal for, that's awesome. That's like the best thing about Hunter Marcellin. Such a cheap lead camo detection that has full map range and decent damage and homing. It's pretty darn helpful, and I believe she's even one-shot it. No, she's not, but doing good damage nonetheless to the fortified bad balloons. Fortified lead balloons. Okay, Super Monkey's in place. We can go for Heroic Aura next, which is going to be helpful. More camo balloons. I'm not quite sure I trust you to soul these for much longer, Hunter Marcellin. You're going to need some upgrades, but I think I can go for the discount first. Probably. Yeah, it looks like we're okay, cool. Because we're really close to the discount now, we're like $30 away, so I'd rather go for that first, but the lead balloons can only be popped by Hunter Marcellin, and... Oh, come on! I mean, I did say no continues, but I mean, I can do this without a continue pretty easily. I can back onto the game. Will I allow this? You know what, sure, it's like, realistically, if I don't do this, all that really happens is I spend a lot longer on this video, so I'm gonna back into the game and be back in a second. So yeah, heads up to the, like, 1% of you who don't know this, you can back into the game and then you're just, like, the game saves. I will go for Hunter Marcellin's upgrades here because I definitely need them. Did she lose her camo detection? Okay, that could be an issue, but no, I'm gonna go for, we don't get this, but we do get those first two upgrades, which do actually make a pretty big difference. I believe they give, just a lot of attack speed. Yeah, they give attack speed, essentially, but it's pretty darn helpful. There are the Garlic Bombs as well, which I might end up using, we'll see. Oh, it's regen lead balloons, that's the issue. Because then we need to take the soul. I'm gonna lose this again, aren't I? I'm going to lose this again. Okay, so that definitely could cause some issues, but different plan. go for Flame Princess. Assuming we make like 180 bucks, which we hopefully will from these yellow balloons. Assuming you do your job. There we go, Marceline. Assuming we make enough money, Flame Princess is a far easier option to get the lead popping power that we need. This is a bad thing though, that we don't keep those like soul steal abilities. Could be an issue. Hopefully it won't be, but it definitely could be. Okay, Flame Princess is here though, doing some good damage. At least will help a little bit. It's just one fortified lead balloon, like one fortified reach. Oh no, they're regenerating still. Okay, I think we're probably okay though for the most part. It's still only really 2, and we do have a fair, Flame Princess does add a fair bit of damage. So no, I think we're okay. We didn't pop the fortified one, which is too bad, but that went okay. After I get the discount though, I'm gonna continue with my reign of upgrades, or my order of upgrades, I guess. This is difficult already. We haven't even reached a Moab yet, but you can see, the lack of trinkets and weapons, you rely on them so much for this point of the game. They're not having them, it's a big deal, you notice it a ton. Because realistically, I'm used to being able to, if I have an actual build for a character, even just one character, assuming they can pop all balloon types, I don't have to worry about them for, the bare minimum, the first, 40 rounds. Because they're pretty darn strong. It's not that difficult of a thing for them to deal with most balloons, so it makes stuff pretty darn easy. I am going to go for the rest of Dungeon Finn upgrades, because I feel like he's still probably the most efficient use of my money, as he's just really, really strong. Though I do think I'm going to need some camera detection soon, so I don't know, Tuxedo Jake, you might end up getting used. I don't really feel like relying on Hunter Marceline. She's not bad, but she's not good enough. So we'll see. I could actually go for that now, at least for the range and attack speed boost. I think I'm going to go for that. Range and attack speed is a pretty big deal. In fact, I think we might need it right now, because there's camo zebras, I believe. I think upgraded, yeah, we should be good. Cool. But no, so I think I'm going to go for the camo and lead popping power and all that stuff, because I feel like overall, it's going to make a big difference. There's more camo. Oh, there's camo leads now. Yeah, that might be a situation in which I need to upgrade someone else. I'd like to save for Inspiring Melody. They're not regen balloons. Do I take the risk? We're good. Okay, cool, we're good. I definitely need to go for Inspiring Melody, though, because although I could get camo protection, it just makes more sense. In long term, it probably makes more sense cost-wise, but also because Dungeon Finn and Super Monkey can't get it no matter what. Same thing with Finn. So it just does make, and even C4 Charlie, so it just makes the most sense in the long run to go for this. Especially since, even purple balloons and that stuff could cause issues for Flame Princess or Super Monkey if I upgrade him, and it just makes the most sense to get this thing now. Plus the range and attack speed boost, I'm sure did help quite a bit, but any second now, we will have Inspiring Melody. Okay, cool. Dungeon Finn, we'll go for his upgrades that I was saving for originally. Soul Still on the Moab, that's gonna be key for us making it, through the, early 50s, not early 50s, through the, 50s to 60s. With the ZMGs and BFBs, especially as we start to get more of them, I'm gonna end up relying on that Soul Steal a lot, I think. Because I believe it makes them, at the bare minimum, move half as fast, but I think it might also make them take 2 times as much damage. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that's the case, so it makes a pretty big, it's a pretty big difference. So yeah. Okay, what I do have to think about is what upgrade here to get for. I'm probably gonna go for Inferno, but I'm not positive. Oh no, okay, question is, could I have beaten that? That's the question right now. The answer's probably yes, either with C4 Charlie, or P, or there's lots of characters with higher Pierce. I could have upgraded Flame Princess. Am I gonna do this again? Yeah, I am. Okay, so, I'm gonna be doing this again, as I just mentioned. I'm actually gonna pick some better spots for my towers, though, because they weren't exactly in the best of places. So I'm gonna try this one more time. I will see you on round 45, I guess, because this is gonna take me a while. Okay, so it's round 37. I'm back a little bit beforehand. I actually went for Flame Princess at the start here, which worked a fair bit better. Because she naturally has lead popping power and just has the homing and high pierce, she actually did a fair bit of a better job than Hunter Marceline, probably because of issues with the soul stealing. So it's going pretty good so far. I don't think I'm going to go for Inspiring Melody this time, since Flame Princess also has cam protection. I think I'm going to go for Flame Burst. Do I go Flame Sword? I don't know. I also didn't go for a lot of the upgrades for Dungeon Finn. I will at least go for the damage boost. But I'm not really sure what I want to go for now. I could try to save some money. But I really don't know. I think I am going to go for, at the very least, C4 Charlie, as I do feel he does a pretty good job. Go for the Mob Mauler to help him do some extra damage. Go for... Do I do Strong? I mean, I don't think Strong's really necessary. The thing about C4 Charlie is he also has some decent... he has Brony stuff and Balloon Impact, which can make a big difference. That does help a fair bit for dealing with hordes of balloons. So I think I actually will go for a few upgrades on him just to make sure we're set in terms of Pierce, because he definitely does do a good job for that. Do I think that makes sense? Yeah, might as well. I mean, I don't think I'm going to go Brony stuff, but I think just that. Plus now I have Single Fire in case I want it. I will still go Strong, though. I still think that makes the most sense. Okay, already, even just, fortified mobs, you can see the, extra challenge here. Not a great sign. Do I go for PB? Do I try to save up? It'll be a lot of money, even with the discounts. Even with the double discount, it'll be expensive. But you know what? I'm gonna go for it. So we need... Let's just go straight for it, because there's no real reason not to. I believe in total I'm probably gonna need, $14,000 for this. But even without any boost, it should be a pretty powerful ability. It does have full map range. After that, I'll probably go for Dungeon Finn to get his ability ready. Probably mass camera protection at that point. I probably should go for that first. But we'll probably be okay, especially now that PB can also decamo. Between the Soul Stealing, PB decamoing, having camera protection, and Flame Princess, I'm probably going to be fine for camo balloons for the most part. They're not that dangerous. Camo purples, that would be where I would not be fine. I can't sell. Are we good? I don't know what's dealing... Oh, right. Hunter Marston. I was gonna say, what's dealing with the purple balloons? It's Hunter Marston. She can do this. Can she actually do this, though? Think we're good? Okay, I have no idea how I ended that up. I might have just skipped that whole section. There was a balloon really close to leaking. That was terrifying. I had some weird stuff there, so I may have just skipped that because it was weird and would have been annoying to edit individually and probably weird looking that way. It's probably time at this point, though, to go for Inspiring Melody, but you know what? Nah. What's the fun in that? You know what? I probably should go for the Range and Pierce boost. That's probably a good idea. Oh, Royal Decree's so tempting looking, but unfortunately not today. No money making for us, which I don't think I've broken that rule. Honestly, it's a little hard because I'm so used to just buying stuff. I don't really think about those things. So it's certainly possible I'm doing that. We are actually making pretty good progress, though. On to round 51. We're doing a good job. We need camo detection. There we go. Inspiring Melody. It's done. We definitely needed that. That was an important thing to get. Keeps us from getting the ability, which is too bad, but we needed that. That was pretty darn important. But yeah, we should be good for now. I could also go for Flame Princess. I am tempted, actually. Flame Princess has been doing a good job. I'll look at Pomp Camp quickly. Flame Princess has 10,000. Dungeon Finn has 6,000. 16,000 on Super Monkey and 8,000 on Hunter Marston. Okay, so maybe Super Monkey's doing the biggest job. You know what I actually will go for is I'll go for Disarming Charisma, because that's a super powerful ability. Just doing damage to everything in range, it's really strong. So I will definitely go for that at the very least. That's probably a good one to have. It'll also help with, hordes of balloons. Because, yeah, you can see, okay, you can sort of see. If you squint really hard, you can see that is making a pretty big difference. I don't think I'm going to go for the range boost. I think we're probably good in that sense. At this point, though, it's honestly... What do I go for? Was PB a mistake? I mean, the Pierce boost at the very least was quite useful. Let me think this through. I feel like it probably makes the most sense to go for Dungeon Finn. We're getting near the end here. I think I'm going to want, honestly, that heavy single target. So I think I'm going to upgrade Dungeon Finn just so we can get that, because he's pretty powerful too. So we'll go for Focused Fire to help with CMGs and Bad Balloons, because I think that's going to be where we're weakest at. I could be wrong, but I feel like I'll go this into Flame Princess's ability, because that's also really powerful. And then if we have extra time, then I'll probably go for PB. I do also have Mob Assassin. It's not that great without selling. That's a pretty big issue with it, but it'll still be powerful. We're actually doing a pretty good job against these fortified BFBs. I'm pretty darn impressed. I should probably get the group Soul Steal on Hunter Marston pretty soon. But I think I'm gonna go for Focus Fire. Do I want it first? I mean, no, the Babylon's still ways away. Okay, I'm gonna go for Mass Soul Suck, because that's pretty cheap. I'm not gonna go for the ability. I'm actually gonna go for Flame Princess's upgrades now, and then into Dungeon Finn's ability. I think that makes the most sense. It's a little hard to tell, but I feel like that's probably the wisest decision. We'll take the soul and then this fortified ZMG, and then hopefully we'll do a pretty good job. Yeah, there we go. So, we're doing pretty good. The Soul Steal really is helpful. So the fortified Battle Balloon, I'm gonna definitely want, like, Focus Fire plus Mob Assassin. Again, this is, like, I'm being a little ahead of myself this time. We're probably not gonna make it to the Battle Balloon, like, or are we, though? I mean, I'm getting pretty confident, as you can probably tell. Confidence is being built. This is crazy, honestly. Looking at this, in my mind, I'm like, oh, of course we have trinkets and weapons. There's no way you can do this without, like, it's so it's such a fundamental part of this game that, in my mind, there's absolutely no way you could do this without trinkets and weapons and allies and any of that stuff. Are we good here? I feel like we're dead. And that feeling would be correct. I'm gonna back on this game and try this one more time. So it seems I may have been a little bit ahead of myself with being like, oh, I can beat everything, I'll be unstoppable. I'm not sure we can do this, because, of course, I'm not sure, because we probably can't do this. I feel like what will probably bring the most damage is honestly just the range booster Super Monkey. With the money I have, I feel like that probably makes the most sense. He's dealing a lot of damage, so getting that done quickly will make a big difference. We also didn't Soul Steal that early, we did it better, like, earlier this time. So all of this stuff might help. Man, it's hard to know, honestly. Do let me know, guys. Like, obviously, this is the extreme. This is technically a combination of two challenges. I'm happy to try again, like, solo champs or no trinkets, weapons, impoppable. Or, no trinkets, weapons, allies. Like, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to try them, like, sort of separately, is what I meant to say. I think once I actually try this with, like, no trinkets, no weapons, no upgrades, that definitely didn't work. It looks like we're doing a fair bit better already. Like, it's kind of weird. You wouldn't think this would change very much, but I think range on Super Monkey was definitely the right choice. There's still a lot of fortified mobs here, and I keep going to the ability tab. I'm like, come on, abilities, you can save me. Except, no, they can't, and you know what? I'm gonna take it. There's ways I could have solved that if I could sell. Like, you may not think of selling as that big of a deal, because they don't do it that often, it's not that important in the game. But when you take away money-making too, selling's a super useful tool. And it makes it a lot harder to play without it. That was fun. At least I had fun with that. I think we also got one of these achievements. I don't really know how. Oh, 3,000 fortified balloons. Come to think of it, it was a fortified map. That kind of makes sense. Diamond chest, always nice. But no, that was a lot of fun for me. I don't know. I'm a little unsure if I should try this again on the easiest map in the game. Let me know, let me know, guys. Did you like this? Do you want to see some more of these, like, sort of, like, not relying on trinkets, weapon type challenges, like, actually being, like, trying to make something more difficult? Let me know. But no, yeah, I want to know your guys' opinions. If you have some strategies or thoughts, you're like, hey, if you do this, that'll probably work better. You're probably right, so I'd be interested to hear that as well. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Consider giving the video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribing to join the Purple Elephant Squad. I'm really close to 3,000 subscribers, so I'd be really happy if you guys did that. And yeah, just have a wonderful day. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.